la Asesoría Regional de Inglés.
Y con la participación de la Oficina de Asuntos Culturales de la Embajada de los Estados Unidos.
Les da la bienvenida al video didáctico.
Fortalecimiento de la producción oral por medio del uso de apps.
Antes de continuar, pensemos en la educación tradicional. Veamos un ejemplo. Cualquier cambio produce incertidumbre porque implica una modificación en las circunstancias de nuestro entorno al que ya estamos acostumbrados, y la incertidumbre genera ansiedad, al menos al principio, hasta que volvemos a conocer y a tener control sobre la nueva situación.
My name is Elizabeth Smith, and I'm the Cultural Affairs Officer here at the U.S. Embassy in Costa Rica. Thank you so much for your interest in today's opportunity to learn more about free English learning and teaching resources on applications. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Colton Foster, our English language fellow who's posted to the Ministry of Public Education, who will be working with you in this opportunity. Enjoy!
Who is Colton Foster?
Colt is an English language fellow from Murphy, North Carolina.
Tell me about Colt.
He has worked as a bilingual teacher in both public and international schools, including the Dallas Independent School District, the American School Foundation, and the National Autonomous University of Mexico.
Facts speak for themselves.
Yes, and he has led workshops on translanguaging pedagogy and multilingualism, technology integration for emergent bilinguals, and co-teaching for the ESL classroom.
That speaks volumes about what he's really like.
By the way, he holds a bachelor's degree in Spanish and Latin American Studies from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and a master's degree in bilingual education from Southern Methodist University.
What does he do in his free time?
Well, Colt enjoys exploring his new home, San Jose, hiking, and he is still waiting to see his first sloth in real life.
Wow.
Hi everybody.
That's great.
Thanks for joining us today. I know most of you, but there are a few new faces. Let's take advantage of Cole's presentation. Okay, Cole, the stage is yours.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here with you all today. Thank you so much for that kind introduction. I'm very excited to discuss the benefits of using apps and websites that teachers can promote students' English language communication skills if they're used appropriately in the classroom. The first thing I'd like to talk about are just the wide accessibility and variety of all the different free online apps that there are. There are so many different ones, and they're able to be used with whole group, small groups. You can use them during centers or during station time or during independent or partner reading time, and they can reinforce classroom instructions and skills in a truly engaging way. Best of all, students can access any of these resources anywhere, anytime. Besides accessibility and variety, teachers can use free mobile learning platforms for differentiation, personalization, customization, and of course feedback and assessment. So for differentiation, students can complete different activities depending on their ability, their interests, whether they're struggling with a specific skill, versus students who may have mastered a skill and are ready for extension activities. With personalization, students can go at their own pace. The learning apps keep them engaged and interested in the content. For customization, especially with gaming style apps, students enjoy earning badges, points, altering their avatar, etc. With feedback and assessment, the data is so valuable for teachers and can help us with both informal and formal assessment. But even more importantly for the student, they're made aware immediately in regard to the types of questions that they need to work on, and I often find students trying again and again to solve something, and that motivation is really, really amazing to see when something is presented in a unique way. So let's get to the good part. Here are 5 of my favorite digital tools to use with students in the classroom. The first one I'd like to talk about, and probably the most famous of all the language learning apps, is Duolingo. However, I'd like to give a special shout out to Duolingo ABC because teachers can use it for letter naming, phonemic awareness, blending, segmentation, and vocabulary, which are all essential reading and pre-reading skills, especially for young learners. I particularly like Duolingo and Duolingo ABC as they build metalinguistic awareness and grammar knowledge in the student's native language while simultaneously promoting second language acquisition. Another app I'd like to share with MEP teachers is Epic. It's an online digital library. It's an amazing resource that kids love. It's totally free during school hours and can be used for read-alouds. I've used it for partner reading, independent reading. It has educational videos and really gives students the opportunity to hear books read to them, which is great for correct pronunciation and natural consumption of the target language in a more enjoyable way. I also constantly use this resource to select text for lessons, as well as create collections of books and videos related to the topics we are learning about in class. The next app is Flipgrid, and I know both Yvonne and myself use this in our classrooms. The next thing I want to talk about is a way that you can use it to provide students with more opportunities to practice speaking English. So teachers can use Flipgrids to create discussion questions, and students can record video responses that they then share with their other classmates and teachers. So students feel incredibly engaged and excited when they get to see each other's videos or make comments on each other's videos. And a lot of students really take their time sharing their thoughts in a safe space in these videos. So Flipgrid is great for assessment responses or to practice particular speaking competencies. Our 4th app today is Kahoot. This one is so fun and can be used to create assessments, gather information for your students. You can do surveys, review previously taught concepts, or see what your students think they know or don't know about a particular topic. I really like Kahoot because of all the teamwork and collaboration I've seen among students in my own classroom and classrooms that I've visited. And it doesn't always have to be the competitive version of Kahoot. The students can get involved when there can be winners, of course, but you can also use it to really get students to collaborate to solve the answers to a question. And the energy that it creates in a classroom, if you use Kahoot, if you've never used it before, I would definitely recommend it. It's just so engaging for students. Okay, our last resource for today that I'm going to talk about, and definitely the one on this list that I've used the most in my own classroom with my ESL learners, WordWall has it all. There's tons of different templates to choose from. Students can spin a conversation wheel. They can open random boxes with questions. They can complete quizzes like in a game show. They can unscramble sentences, use flashcards, fill in the blank activities, you name it. What I really love about this website is the student choice that is involved, where students can practice skills using many of the different templates. To save or edit templates that other teachers have created, you can do that as well. So I use this tool often as a review for skills that have already been taught, or to preview skills to see how much my students already know related to the topic. So these are some of my favorite digital resources that can promote students' communicative practices both inside and outside of the classroom. These apps should not feel like a burden to teachers. Rather, it gives them more time to focus on their own instruction and target students who need small group or individualized support. These apps allow students to work collaboratively and learn from their peers, often reducing the administrative burdens of teaching. And for schools with limited budgets, free apps can be a game changer in terms of offering a high-quality English language program, especially for our students here in Costa Rica. So, on behalf of the English Language Programs Office and the U.S. Embassy here in San Jose, thank you all for inviting me to share something I'm passionate about, which is technology integration and second language acquisition. I'm happy to be collaborating with MEP and thank all of the teachers for their hard work and dedication to the young minds for the future of Costa Rica and the world. Muchísimas gracias.
On behalf of Federal Educational Headquarters and my fellow English teachers, I would like to express my deepest thankfulness to the Cultural Affairs Office and Hopeful Foster for your strong support in this didactic video.